Hello, welcome to episode 12 of the Epic Film Challenge 2. So we started this 3 years ago.
It's just episode 12?
Yeah.
Whoa, we just haven't reviewed everything because we've seen loads.
Yeah, we've seen a lot from the book. And again, I'm trying to figure out where we can set the camera up to properly do this quickly. I don't know. But suffice it to say, definitely behind on this challenge, so to speak. But yeah, I did a checklist recently. I've watched just over 200 of them, which isn't that much. But there's plenty we can talk about. We'll just see what happens. But this one we watched just now, The Descendants from 2011, starring George Clooney, that girl from I was going to say the Descendants series, the Divergent films, and Robert Forster, the guy from Scream. The Matthew Lillard is the actor's name. He's the guy in Scream who's like, you know.
I know.
Yeah. It's a good cast. And it was a good film. It was directed by Alexander Payne, who made Sideways, which is a great film, and Nebraska, which is a great film. Haven't seen his other films, and this was a great film. So it's about we'll even start with this one. It's kind of a weird setup. It's set in Hawaii. George Clooney plays a guy who is a descendant of these people from like 150 years ago who own this massive chunk of land on an island in Hawaii, and so he's in charge. He's like the sole trustee in terms of, like, you know, he decides where this land gets sold and who to, and everyone wants to buy it for like $500 million to build this resort and everything. And he's got all these cousins, like 10 different cousins, and they all have different ideas about it. So he's dealing with trying to, like, you know, please everyone. He's got the native Hawaiians who are upset about him maybe selling off this pure land. And then there's the family drama where his wife has been out. What was she doing? Was she like
boating accident?
A boating accident, we'll just say that. And she's hit her head and she's in a coma, and it ain't looking good, basically. And now he's got to deal with his two young daughters who are 10 and 17. He doesn't know what to do with them. He hasn't really been an attentive father or husband because he's been so busy with work and stuff. There's also the thing where he has access to a lot of money, but he doesn't really use it because he believes that you shouldn't really indulge too much in that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a drama about him dealing with it and his daughters. What did you think? You're going to have to speak up because the camera's a bit further away than usual.
I really enjoyed it. It had a great amount of drama mixed with a tiny bit of humour. Yeah,
there's definitely some comedy there.
Yeah.
Not in a broad sense, but, you know.
No, in a normal sense. It was a very natural movie, I think.
Definitely, yeah.
Nothing like... No action. No, like, unexpected things happening, really.
No.
Again, really natural, and seems like the kind of life a lot of people have, except for the massive land, you know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what he... in the beginning, he says, like, oh, people probably think that everyone living in Hawaii are living the dream and, you know, surfing around and everything is perfect in paradise and stuff.
Yeah.
But really, we have the same diseases and the same lives and the same, you know, everything can suck for us as well. And it's just pointing out that this is just a normal story about someone's life going down the drain a bit.
Yeah, that's exactly that. But I have to say, throughout the film, I did catch myself thinking, it does look pretty nice, though. It does look pretty nice.
Hawaii does, yeah.
It's kind of, you can almost look at this film as a love letter to Hawaii in general. There's so many great just shots of the scenery and stuff, and the you know, everything to go along with it, the islands, but also the music, the soundtrack is, from what I can remember, was mostly, if not all, kind of like Hawaiian songs, just like, you know, simple guitar with Hawaiian singing. And there was a lot of that. What did you think about that?
I got bored of it in the end, to be honest. Like, yeah, I understand that it was... was set in Hawaii, and I wanted to set the mood, I guess. But I remember, like, halfway through the movie, I was just thinking, oh, this song again.
Oh, okay.
Because they all seemed very similar, and I got kind of like, okay, I'm not listening to this kind of music again anytime soon.
Wow. Okay.
It's nice.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Like, I would probably listen to it if I went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
For a few minutes. I like there's a live band singing for a little bit. That was kind of cool. There's kind of like yodeling as well, so I'm kind of confused at what kind of music they really do.
But I really liked it. I thought it fit well. And
of course it fit, but I don't know. It was just it felt like the same song over and over again almost, even though I know it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Variation would be nice.
It was very similar. I mean, I liked it, but it was what it was. Overall, the acting was kind of a mix for me. There was it was weird. There was a couple of scenes there with George Clooney. I was just kind of like, I'm looking at someone trying to act, and I just didn't buy it. But then I'd say a good 85% of the film I thought he was great, especially towards the end. You know, and I don't know what it is about George Clooney that suddenly just got so good. You know, like I mean,
he got old.
He got old. I mean,
old guys, when actors and stuff, it's just something happens with their face when they get all wrinkly and stuff. They get better actors. I mean, even Jean-Claude Van Damme is a better actor now, and he don't act.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying. Fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. He broke my heart in Maggie.
Alright.
Because he's old. Not obsolete.
Not obsolete. Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just thinking about. I'm dwelling on Batman and Robin too much with George Clooney.
Don't do that.
And then thinking like, you know, wow, he's actually really great. And I don't see many films of George Clooney really.
He was great in Gravity.
Oh yeah, Gravity. He's fantastic in Gravity. But I don't know what it is, but he reminded me in this film a little bit of his performance in Fantastic Mr. Fox. Not his performance, but just because there's some narration in the film. He kind of narrates what's going on in his family's life, and just the way his cadence, the way he spoke, just felt very much like him in Fantastic Mr. Fox. And for some reason, that made me feel like I was watching a Wes Anderson film, even though I wasn't. That's just a whole other thing. But yeah, he was great for most of it. Just a couple of bits I didn't, you know. And then there's I forget.
I gotta say the relationship between him and his oldest daughter.
Yeah.
Played by the Divergent girl.
Yeah, I forget her name. The Divergent girl.
Beau.
Huh?
B-E-A-U. Isn't that her first name?
No.
Well, someone's name was that. I was just figuring it was hers. I was looking at the credits.
It's Shailene or something, or...
Shenananan.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, Divergent girl plays the eldest daughter.
Yeah, and I thought the chemistry between them was really good.
Yes, it was, yeah. Their relationship was good in the film.
It was,
and it's the way it evolved.
Yeah, it was like... It was natural, but it didn't seem like a typical father and daughter relationship because of the way she came into the movie. I was thinking, oh, they're not going to be close.
Yeah.
But they became really close. And, like, even though it's really sad, the thing about the mom and stuff, it seemed like it made them better in a way. So something good came out of something bad. Because something really bad could have come out of something if that something bad didn't happen.
Right.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't want to spoil it, so...
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
If what happened to the mom hadn't happened, I don't think the relationship between the dad and daughter would have been that great.
Yeah, it was an unfortunate way to get to where they got to, I guess, by the end of the film. I mean, yeah, it's not really spoiling anything to see his relationship with his daughter be pretty shit at the beginning and think, well, it's probably going to get better by the end. And then he has a younger daughter who I thought was really good. I liked her, you know, her performance in the film. And then there was this guy who tags along. He's, I guess, the kind of boyfriend, or just maybe not quite sure, of George Clooney's eldest daughter, and he's very much kind of the typical, yeah.
I don't think it was great.
Yeah, dude, you know, like, yeah, man, you know, I smoke weed and all that. Yeah, he just, I kind of had myself wondering, why is he here? You know, it just felt just put there for the sake of having another male actor in the film. He did have a good moment there, There's a scene that he's pretty good in, but I think that was more to do with the fact that it was a more serious. I don't know, but yeah, he wasn't very good.
You mean the one where when they were talking?
Yeah.
Him and him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was unnecessary. I thought no.
Yeah.
I felt everything with that guy.
I thought it was played well, but I agree that it was unnecessary in the film. It felt like it was just throwing it out there to give that character more when he didn't really need it and didn't really add anything to later on. Robert Forster, I thought was really...
The granddad.
Yeah, I thought he was really good.
What movie do I have him from?
He's Jackie Brown, Quentin Tarantino film.
No, that's not.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, he's been in plenty of other films. Robert Forster is a great actor.
He's like the exact same character in the movie I've seen him.
Oh, okay, well,
he's just pissy and stuff.
Again, at the beginning of his character in the film, I felt a bit like, wow, it's Robert Forster, and he's not convincing me yet. But then after that little first scene, he did.
I didn't get convinced either, but I think it was because of that freaking kid in the room.
I don't know. Yeah, there was something about
that
it.
Ruined
but
it.
again, most of his performance was actually really good, and it was just it's a weird film where it's like, oh, he was really great for most of it. There's just these little bits that kept throwing me off. I thought Matthew Lillard was great, right? The guy who plays
Scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in it for he's in the film for about 2-3 minutes, and he brought a lot to it. Like there was a really funny bit with him, but then when it got to the serious stuff, he really sold me. Like he just like snapped like that. I really believed him, like hook, line, and sinker. I thought he was great because when you hear about this character for ages throughout the film. And it keeps building up. They're gonna see this character, and then you see his picture. I'm like, oh my god, it's the guy from Scream. Jesus Christ! But I thought he was great. He was really good in the film. But yeah, overall, what we do with this is we say, I mean, there's not much more to go over. It was a good drama film. I would probably rate it maybe like an 8.5 out of 10, something like that.
Did you think it was 8 out of 10?
8.5, I would say.
Do you think it was a movie you have to watch before you die?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's what we always do in these videos. We always do. The 8 that we've done in the past 2-3 years. Is this a film you must see before you die? For me, it is absolutely a no. I thought it was great. I really thought it was great, but it's not really a...
I'm not going to walk around recommending it to anyone.
No.
I'm probably not even going to mention it to anyone.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah, I could imagine myself seeing it again, not anytime soon, but it's just one of those films that's just great and not beyond great. It's not that higher echelon, and I wonder because the book that we have, that we're going off, is the 2012 edition, which only goes up to 2011, and this is a 2011 film. And
it's probably not in the book anymore.
Yeah, I highly would doubt that it's in the book anymore, and it always gets to that point where every year they add in like 8 films from the current year, and you think, really? I mean, there's one of them in there we're going to have to talk about and review, and I know for a fact we're both going to say no as well.
Which one?
I'm not going to tell you because you're going to say, yeah, no, so we'll leave some element of suspense for this.
Tell me when we turn off the camera.
Yeah, I'll tell you when we turn off the camera. Anyway, Descendants, I think it's a thumbs up from both of us, but not a film you must see before you die. So.
No, yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed it. I wasn't bored at all, even though it was nothing thrilling about it.
Yeah, and I love the beginning and the ending. The opening shot of the film is kind of that was a bit weird, but I kind of got what was going on. I knew nothing about this film going in, but from the opening shot, just the way that it kind of started, I kind of figured, I know what's going on here. Turned out to be right, and then the end of the film I thought was done very well. Yeah, the end was great. It didn't over not explain.
Natural.
Yeah, it was natural. It didn't feel like right. Let's all talk about how we feel about this so that the audience knows exactly what's happening. No, it was just kind of. In fact, I don't think
it's because no words were spoken.
Yeah, there's one sentence there, but it's just kind of like general dialogue. It's not kind of,
I didn't even notice. I don't remember.
Yeah,
what that was.
It's very quiet. I'm not talking about the very last shot. I'm talking just before that. But the last shot of the film, shot of the film has no dialogue. Anyway, we're getting too far into it. But yeah, very good film. That is it. Thank you for watching.
The last words were actually pretty fitting to ending the movie as well.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.
Can I say what it is?
Go ahead.
No, that would be spoiling it. Watch the movie and you will see what the last sentence is.
I don't even know what it is. I've forgotten. There you go.
Bye.
Bye. don't even know what it is. I've forgotten. There you go.
Bye.
Bye. What was it?
Well, I guess that's it. And then the movie.
True. Very
that
good.
was the last words. And I was thinking, oh, they should end it there. And then the sofa thing.
Huh.
And I was like, that was great.
Well, I guess that's it.
Huh.